Welcome back to school.
It has been a while since you last set foot on this campus.
Remember when we sat like this?
Well, it looks a little bit more like this now.
While you are aware, there have been quite a few changes made and a few protocols that everyone has to follow.
This is to minimize contact between students and avoid risks.
This video serves as a guide for us who are coming back to school.
So be sure to pay close attention.
So firstly, where do our parents drop us off? For students of Sekolah Sri Tembi from Primary 1 up to Form 5, our parents should drop us off at the drop-off point beside the auditorium and SST block. The drop-off time is from 7:15 a.m. to 7:50 a.m. for all students. Right when you enter, teachers will be there to take your temperature and tell you where to go. If there is a queue, be sure to line up according to the lines on the ground following the 1 meter rule. Next, keeping left and maintaining social distance. When we are walking in the corridor or the hallways, we have to be sure to always walk in a single file, keep left, and maintain social distance. That is to say, 1 meter apart from our peers. This is applied even when we are changing classes. For instance, when we are going to the science lab. Furthermore, entering and exiting classrooms. There is a specified entrance and exit for each classroom. Be sure to follow the signs on the doors. We have to sanitize our hands every time we come in and out, and also always bring our own wipes if we can. For instance, this is what entering and exiting the classroom should look like in a new norm. Take note on how these two students enter and exit the class. As you can see, he sanitizes his hands and wipes the table before sitting down. Whereas the other student sanitizes his hands before leaving the class. Subsequently, washing your hands. Did you know that washing hands are in fact equal, if not better, than just hand sanitizing? Be sure to follow the steps of hand washing. There will be a poster at every toilet illustrating this. For instance, we should wash our hands for at least 20 seconds. Hand sanitizers will be available at major flow points. We must move through one at a time, 1 meter apart, and will remain 1 meter apart the entire school day. Once again, when should we wash our hands or sanitize them? We should wash our hands and sanitize them upon entering school before going into our classrooms, every time before entering any classrooms, and after break and lunches before entering our classrooms. Additionally, the usage of toilets. We will need to line up outside the toilet if all the cubicles are occupied. Maintain social distancing while waiting in line. Likewise, in order to minimize the flow, students will be encouraged to use the toilet throughout the day other than a normal break and lunch. Consequently, breaks and lunches. We are always encouraged to bring our packed food for breakfast and lunch. Canteen food needs to be pre-ordered and collections of the meal will take place at the designated zone. Primary students will have breakfast in the classrooms and lunch at the canteen, whereas secondary students will have breakfast in the canteen and lunch in the classrooms. After we return from break and lunch, teachers will take our temperatures one by one. Moreover, the usage of lockers. Students will bring all their belongings with them to the classroom, including their bags and books. Lockers will still be used by us, and teachers will be managing the number of students at the lockers at any one time. And finally, picking up. Our parents can pick us up in designated spots close to SST, which is at the auditorium drop-off following the time 1:30 p.m. to 2 p.m. for standard 1 to 3, 2 p.m. to 2:30 p.m. for standard 4 to 6, and 2:30 p.m. to 3 p.m. for secondary, and not before or after. For secondary students, parents will use mobile phones to call us from 2:30 p.m. until 3 p.m. We will then move to designated car areas. Parents must park in the parking spots, and students will join the cars when ready. Parents are not allowed out of cars. This process has worked effectively for Form 5 since the reopening. Last but definitely not the least, do not forget the 3 W's. Remember to always wash your hands, wear your mask, and to always warn, that is to be aware of your surroundings. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.